think I'm up and running. I can't tell. Boom, 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 boom. Supposed to be streaming to YouTube, but I don't know. All right, let's try to find a couple trades. I got like a half an hour here. Thought we'd hop on. Boop, 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 boop. Let me get my... scalps. Get that minimized. Got our jams going. Boink. What do we do here? Me. Alright, well that's not good for OddCAD. Left without us. Oh man, are they all gonna have this gap? Yeah, okay. Your has a gap too. That's wild. Okay. The whole market gap, Broham. We had a good trade there, I guess, but I don't think the market was open. Maybe we can do some gold. What's gold doing? Yeah. Maybe we're not going to trade. This doesn't look great at all. Doesn't look great at all. Might be a good old-fashioned psych. What are we doing for a... So for this pair, we want 2,000 on the mix. Man, it's a tough environment, my friends. Alright, well, I guess we're not trading. Wait a second. NZD JPY maybe? I just kind of missed it. We might be able to take this trade. We'll try it. It looks like it's the only thing that's even sort of tradable. I don't love it. What are we on? NZD JPY. Get my second monitor rolling. Alright. Ugh. Alright. Let's see what we can get done. We wanna come up here though. If it comes back to us, we'll take it. And I don't see anything else worth even looking at, so we could wait. Because if this doesn't pay out, there's no point in doing anything else. I wonder what bank jacked that market up. Dude, is this so loud? Maybe it's just loud on my end, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if we're coming back, boys and girls. Let's look around. We'll keep looking. Maybe GBP didn't get. Well, it didn't gap too bad. It already filled it. There's just no trade here. See you, Jeff JPY, my boy. What are you doing? Kind of looks like. Oh, wait, we might be coming back on NJ. You're saying there's a chance. I don't know why it's being funky. It's this homemade indicator. Alright. Oh, we're in. Nice. So we could have gone a bit heavier, I think. Sizing wise. Let's go ahead and we'll just leave it. We'll go a little heavier if we add again. We'll go heavier if we add again. But up with that. Just verifying. Bang, bang, bang. Oops. Boom. I had this GJ trade I called out like forever ago to fill this gap, and we're like, I don't know, 2 weeks in. Still hasn't filled this gap. I guess not 2 weeks in, a month in. I think we ended up originally going short like here, and then we took it again here, and I think when we got into some profit in here, I just closed it. Holy moly, that thing took forever. I was kind of expecting worst case something like this, and then this would have came down and cleaned it up. I just didn't feel like cooperating. Leads in a little profit. Alright, let's go keep an eye on. Our exit trigger. Man, we went too light. That's a bummer. Our lower time frame exit trigger's coming up on the RSI. But our 5 minute looks like it's only a third of the way there. We might leave this, but kind of a bummer we didn't get in a little heavier. The whole market looked like shit, and so I didn't want to start off being heavy-handed. But I don't know. We might see hardly any movement because of all the craziness that happened towards it close. Look at the odd CAD drop we had. Just boom. That was a lot of pips, man. Which is great because my algo was trapped in that trade. So I really appreciate it. We still took a loss on it, I think, overall. like 2K or something, but it was really ugly before that, so I was kind of okay with that. Especially when we were up here, we were like 15,000 to draw down. It was gross. So I was like, oh god. We got beat up in September too, which sucked. And we had a fantastic October. I think we were up 27%. And I was like, this is great. We're back to normal. And this week was like, ha, gotcha, bitch. It wasn't very fun. It wasn't very fun. Like, I don't mind when we go into drawdown. I don't mind when we have like losing months, but to catch heartburn like back to back, it's not fun, man. I need a little break in between the abuse, right? Meantime, I'm like honing in this strategy on a demo account and could give two shits, you know. So cool, this is going so well, but that algo's everything, right? That's what I'm playing for keeps. If we get back up to a little closer to entry, I might put the other 100K on this thing that I meant to do in the first place, or I should have done in the first place, I should say. Then I want it to pull up to like here, back up to the top if we can. Because then this move right here, just even halfway through here would be perfect. Just enough to give us that 20-30 bucks we need on this account. Oh, I launched that odd-cat trade and some other stuff on this new. I got an FTMO. Finally decided to go back to prop firm, and the bitterness is gone. And of course, that was a trade. I placed that one in GN, and those trades went bad like right off the bat. I was like, fuck. So I took a loss on the GN because I choked up the stop loss quite a bit. But then I hit a huge Euro GBP trade, so it canceled out that loss. And I ended up with, you know, a few bucks in profit, which is nothing to brag about, but it was better than starting off the exam like 1.5% down, you know. So I was fine with it. Here, I want you to fill like right there. Well, it sucks we didn't get to bounce around and look at more stuff. Everything just looks so wonky. I thought about looking at gold. I mean, it's trending down pretty hard, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we could get trapped. I mean, this kind of does look like a nice big fat liquidity sweep, right? Came up, clear out the rest of the orders, go back up, but I don't like how it's rolling back over. NAS, not wanting to touch that. VIX looked ugly. I didn't check silver, I guess. Do I have? I do have a silver. Doing the same thing as gold. I didn't check Bitcoin either. Stay away from that one too. Oh, it's like going down, but then the spread's getting bigger, so it's not really giving us credit for the move. It's funny. I know that the spread is different for different pairs now at different times than it used to be. I wonder if that's what's going on. Looks like NZD USD. Yeah, see, it's not like a 0.2 because of the USD. What about CHF? Yeah, something's going on with the JPY spread. Look, yeah, 1.3. These other ones are at 0.2, 0.2, 0.3. That's kind of goofy. I wonder what that's all about. Are the other JPY spreads funky right now? Nope. GJ? Nope. That's fun. EJ? Nope. CAD JPY? Nope. Just our pair. Cool. Look at that. Look how big that thing's getting. Come on, Mike. That's wild. You want to Google it? Let's find out. Why is NZD spread so big right now? You're trying to tell me that's a normal deal. See, it says 1.1, but it's bigger than it was when it said 1.3. I don't get it, bruh. Guess we'll put it here so we can see where we're at. Well, there we go. Tagged us in and got smaller, so that's cool. Nice. Oh, I got bigger again. I emailed my developer today. We're going to start trying to automate this little strategy we've been testing with some cool features on it. So that'll be fun. Instead of trying to kind of eyeball the layering, I paid him to, I'm going to pay him, he hasn't started work yet, have a distance from break even, so from the cost average, and that'll trigger this instead of kind of guessing on the chart and looking at what it's doing. And so what I hope happens is you can just say, hey, when you get 5 pips away from break even, place a lot size big enough to choke that distance in half, and then later I want to pay him to build me a filter for the size of the different retracements. So like the last 3 retracements, how deep are they, right? And use that calculation to help calculate a TP for the pullback. The RSI works good. It'd be cool if the RSI had a filter too, right? I don't know, could be cool. We're going to start with the base model first though, which is awesome because once I have that at MT5, we can weed out times. You know, I can put like a time filter. I have a sneaking suspicion if you just trade this between like now and London opening, and then from like, I don't know, an hour after New York opens till close, I bet you this is just going to lay out the strategy. I bet. I built a cheesy version of it in MT5. Like I just did it on ChatGPT. It was like missing trades. It wasn't great, but even with the missing trades and sometimes the exits were late, it did good. And I had really good win rate, and this 88% win rate or something nuts when I choked down those times. Wasn't like crazy profitable, like just because we're taking these tiny little scalps, right? But it was still, I want to say a profit factor of like 1.8 or 1.68 or something. It was a good, I mean, it was definitely worth getting out of bed for, and the drawdown wasn't out of control either, so. that's awkward. Thanks for kicking me out of the broker. Connect. Thank you. Alright. I was hoping to take 5 trades in an hour, but let's take 1 trade that lasts an hour. I think that's the story of today's session, this afternoon session, huh? I mean, we've done a full overbought, almost overbought, oversold cycle on the 1 minute since we got into this trade. So I wonder if it's going to drop soon. Kind of feel like we're going to want to fill this gap here. Boop. Like come into here somewhere. Boop. Excuse me. Can't keep up with all these live chats, guys. I'm sorry. All of me in here. Just can't get to all my questions. Oh, God. I'm just gonna hop on some solitaire, I guess, huh? Whoa, 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 solitaire. Oh, God. Oh, God. My bad. We're making our move, boys and girls. It's gonna get to like down here, but the spread's gonna be stuck there still. That's great. Oh yeah. almost wonder if it's worth hopping out of this thing while the spread is small. Because if this thing spreads out like it was, even if it comes down to here, it's going to be the same price as we get now. I think I'm going to go hang out with my kiddo. He's watching a movie. Make him go to the park with me or something. I'm sure he'd rather do that anyway. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. This is boring. We're going to get out. Take a little bit of profit.